Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Aisam Girl, and this is your program foundation. Here we're going to go over how to move better at the deepest level to help you reduce aches, pains, pelvic floor dysfunction, help you function better in your day-to-day, and optimize your body composition goals. And yes, all of this stuff is related. In part 1, we're going to discuss how to breathe to activate and relax your deep core. Part 2, we're going to talk about how to improve your mobility. Part 3, we're going to talk about how to strengthen your core. Part 4, we're going to talk about how to gain better control. Each part we're going to be building on the previous one. This video will be included in every morning and night routine if you ever need to come back to it. And I would highly suggest coming back to it as you go through this program as things start to connect in your body and in your head. Along with this video is going to be another lifting foundations video that's going to be included with all of your workouts that build on this video as well. This is how countless people have gotten great results. Do not skip, and please do not skip through. If you have any questions, please reach out and ask. Part 1, how to breathe to activate and relax your deep core. Your deep core. Your deep core is your pelvic floor muscles on the bottom, your transverse abs, which is your deepest layer of ab muscles in the front, your diaphragm, which is your primary breathing muscle on top, and your multifidi, these little muscles deep within your back. All of these muscles work together as your deep core. When these deep core muscles don't work together, this is why we have gaps in how we look, feel, and function. Why is this deep core so important? This deep core is the foundation of how we move at the deepest level. We use this deep core to support the balance of our internal pressure. This internal pressure is the pressure within our belly and chest from the air that we breathe and our internal organs. Proper balance of this pressure is what supports our movement. If any of these areas in our deep core are off, your pelvic floor, your deep abs, your diaphragm, or these deep back muscles, if they're off for whatever reason, this can result in the symptoms that we feel. Pelvic floor issues, back issues, belly issues. And most importantly, when this is off, this throws off our foundation of how we move as humans. This can contribute to symptoms that we feel in various other places in our body, our foot, our knee, our hips, our shoulders, our arms, our neck, even our head. Because if this is off, this throws off other areas as well because this is our foundation. Here, we're going to go over how to learn how to use our deep core appropriately so that we can have a better foundation. Our deep core works by contracting and lengthening as we breathe and move throughout the day. In this program, as we're doing any exercise, we're going to be heavily focused on this breathing component to help with better function of our entire deep core. Your pelvic floor, your deep abs, your diaphragm, and your deep back muscles. When we breathe in, we are taking a breath in using our diaphragm. Our diaphragm is our primary breathing muscle. When we breathe in, our diaphragm sits just below our rib cage. When we breathe in, we take a breath in using our diaphragm, and this fills up our lungs and our rib cage with air. As this is happening, our organs are moving downward into our pelvic floor and belly region as our lungs and our rib cage is filling up with air. In this inhalation, we're getting this 360 expansion. So as we're breathing in, everything is getting bigger. Then as we exhale, as air is expelled, you're going to get a lift and contraction of your pelvic floor. This is a Kegel. You're going to get compression of your belly as your organs are shifted upward into our abdominal cavity as air is being expelled. So in this exhale, you're getting that pelvic floor contraction, you're getting that deep ab contraction at the same time. This is what's going on the inside. Now we're actually going to practice on how we're actually going to do this. We can do this in different positions. Side lying, which is just laying on your side. Supine, which is laying on your back. We could do this in sitting. You could also apply to a few different other positions, but we're going to pick the easiest one here today. About supine breathing or breathing on your back. So you're going to go ahead and lay on your back. I want you to feel your feet on the ground. So feel that base of your big toe, base of your little toe, and your heel. I want you to go ahead, put your hand on your chest. You could put this hand on your belly, or you could put it anywhere else so that it's free. What I want you to do is you're going to take a breath in through your nose, making sure that your neck is relaxed. So take a breath in. What you're going to feel is you're going to feel expansion through your chest. You're going to feel expansion through the sides of your rib cage, expansion into the ground in your back, expansion in your belly, and lengthening into your pelvic floor. So you're feeling this expansion or lengthening in all these different areas. Your hand is on your chest to be able to feel that lengthening through your chest. And if you want, you could put your hand on your belly to be able to feel that lengthening through your belly as well. So feel those feet. You're gonna take a full breath in through your nose, keeping your mouth closed, neck relaxed. Everything expands and gets bigger. This is called that 360 expansion because everywhere is expanding. Then as you exhale, again, feel those foot contacts. You're going to feel a lift of your pelvic floor, compression of your lower belly, middle belly, rib cage. Picture this as a zipping up type motion as you slowly, fully exhale while maintaining height in your spine. So full breath in through your nose. Again, breathe in. Breathe in, we feel this 360 expansion through our chest, sides of our rib cage, back, belly, pelvic floor. Exhale, lift of your pelvic floor, compression of your lower belly, middle belly, rib cage. Picture this as zipping up type motion as you slowly, fully exhale while maintaining height in your spine. So next we're gonna do this breathing and side lying. So ideally what I'd like you to do is support your head with a pillow or yoga block and support your lower abdomen or your side with a towel. If you don't have that pillow or yoga block, you can use your arms, but it's gonna be a little bit more comfortable if you have your head supported on a pillow or yoga block. I'm gonna be using my arm. Towel is gonna go right underneath my side. This is just gonna give my spine a little bit better of an alignment. So my knees are slightly in front of my hips, and I'm resting my head on my arm. Ideally, if you have that pillow or yoga block, it's gonna put your head in a better alignment with the rest of your spine. This hand is gonna be on your belly. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take that full breath in through your nose, making sure your mouth is closed, neck is nice and relaxed. You're gonna feel that expansion through your chest, sides of your rib cage, back, belly, lengthening through your pelvic floor. This hand is just here to give you a little bit of feedback so that you're able to feel that expansion through your belly. Then as you exhale, you're going to feel that lift of your pelvic floor, compression of your lower belly with your pinky, middle belly with your middle fingers, and then rib cage with your thumb as you slowly, fully exhale while maintaining height in your spine. Again, breathe in. 360 expansion through your chest, sides of your rib cage, back, belly, pelvic floor. Exhale. So next we're going to do the same thing in sitting. With this one, instead of using your hand for feedback, now we're going to use a towel. So the towel is going to go right underneath your pelvic floor region. What I want you to do is feel your feet on the ground. So base of your big toe, base of your little toe, and your heel. Toes, knees, hips, all relatively in alignment as you're sitting up nice and tall. I want you to try to feel your sit bones underneath you. So you might have to rock back and forth to kind of feel these bones directly underneath you. And I want you to sit up nice and tall. So feel your feet, you have this alignment nice and tall. You're gonna take a breath in with your nose, making sure your mouth is closed, neck is relaxed. You're gonna feel this, again, this 360 expansion. Expansion through your chest, sides of your rib cage, back, belly, lengthening into your pelvic floor. But now you have this towel here to feel that lengthening in through your pelvic floor. So go ahead, take a breath in. Now when you exhale, keep those foot contacts. You're going to feel a lift away from the towel, that contraction of your pelvic floor, compression of your lower belly, middle belly, rib cage, as you slowly, fully exhale while maintaining height in your spine. Full breath in through your nose. I want you to think of inhale as lengthening or relaxation. I want you to think of exhale as contracting or engagement. If you have pelvic floor issues, the inhale will be used for pelvic floor lengthening. If you're here for pelvic floor issues, the exhale will be used for pelvic floor strengthening. Depending on who you are, you may need more relaxation or length. You may also need more engagement, or you might need to be able to toggle in between both. If you are here for pelvic floor issues, or any issues for that matter, think of this whole breath cycle as control, which is needed for all movement. Learning this breathing strategy is just how we get started. This breathing strategy will be tied to your mobility work, your core strengthening exercises, teaching you how to lift, and then we'll really start to push it in the gym to build muscle to reach your fitness goals. If you can't feel it, sometimes you need a little bit of feedback. So in these exercises, we talked about some feedback that you can use. Your hand on your belly to kind of feel what your ab muscles are doing, your hand on your chest to feel if you're getting that expansion through your chest, and the towel in your pelvic floor region to feel if you're getting that pelvic floor lift and engagement, or if you're getting that lengthening of your pelvic floor as well. Sometimes we just need a little bit of time. This is likely the first time that you've ever done this. And if this is the first time that you've ever done this, you may have not felt it. It does take a little time. So just being consistent with doing these things and applying this over time, you will get better. Sometimes we need to be in different positions. We went through 3 different positions right here: side lying, laying on your back, and sitting. There are a bunch of other positions that we can try this engagement in, and we will get to that into the program. But just be aware that some of these positions, they may be beneficial for you, or you might need something a little bit different. We will get to all that in the program. And some of us need to address other body parts. We talked about it briefly in going through the exercises. We talked about the foot position, kind of the breathing as well. In the other sections, we're going to talk about these other body parts that are going to highly influence this deep core activation and relaxation. And one of the biggest reasons of why you didn't feel it is your mobility. Next, we're going to go over one of the main reasons of why you didn't feel it. Again, your mobility. If you struggled at this point in this video so far, that's okay. I expect that. You can still proceed. This is more to educate you on why we do this, to warm you up, and what to look out for along the way. Things will start to click as you go along.